And now, Oscar-nominated actor Gregg Kinnear joins us in the studio this morning. In the last song, he plays a pianist who left his family to pursue his career, now trying to reconnect with his kids before it's too late. Gregg, welcome. Good
Thank
to see
you,
you, brother.
Thank you very much.
Yesterday, Miley Cyrus was here. And
she was here?
She was actually here.
In
you can still
seat?
sort of feel the electricity in the room. But she gave us the news flash. She said, you know, now people don't know this, but Gregg is very funny.
Oh, is that? Thanks.
Like, are you kidding? Yes, of course he is. She doesn't remember Talk Soup.
Yeah.
I grew up, didn't grow up.
I don't think she was born when we actually created the show.
But for those who don't know, look at that handsome, strapping, funny
hair.
man.
My gosh.
He's
that tie?
Yeah, you're cracking wise 1 minute, and then a couple years later, you're nominated for an Oscar opposite Jack Nicholson, and it's as good as it gets.
Yeah.
So when you were coming out of broadcast journalism school, did you know you were going to act, or how did you make that transition?
I didn't. I actually got I was kind of on the path, like you said, of hosting some shows, and I got a call from Sidney Pollack, actually, who was casting Harrison Ford's younger brother in Sabrina a while ago, and he was interested in having me come in and talk to him, and he's from Indiana. Was from Indiana. I'm from Indiana, so we actually had a chance to sit down and talk, and it led to an audition, and that led to my first movie.
Right. You know, you're setting up false hopes for so many young men in Indiana. Just move to L.A., you'll be discovered by Sidney Pollack.
Nothing to it. They'll call you, stick around long enough, no problem.
So, as mentioned, Miley was here yesterday. I think we have a little bit of the mayhem she touched off. It was sort of like...
Oh,
sort of like the Beatles at Shea Stadium. And what's most disturbing are the moms. Look at the moms clamor around.
They're knocking the kids out of the way, aren't they?
To take my picture with you. What was it like shooting a movie with this young lady?
Well, she's very famous. I thought I'd worked with some famous actors. She is extremely, it's like the Beatles. And she, when we were shooting on Tybee Island down in Georgia, there would be massive crowds like that waiting outside after we had finished shooting. And she would be inundated just to get a picture in the hot Atlanta summer heat, anything just to get some sort of connection. So she had quite a turnout, and she was 16 years old when we made the movie. I think she's now graduated to 17. So she's had quite a following.
And she seems to be fairly grounded. Her parents seem to be doing it right. I can't imagine that kind of attention at that age.
Yeah, it's the thing about like letting your kids, when they become actors, you just don't know. Most kids who probably end up doing a little acting, or maybe even end up in a show, or get a chance to work in a movie, might do a few parts here and there. What you don't know is if they're going to end up capturing lightning in a bottle and turn into the kind of explosive thing that has happened with her. It's amazing.
Well, you got a little taste of her acting chops. Let's roll a clip, and this is actually you, and Kelly Preston plays her mother in the film The Last Song. Take a look at it.
Is she still not playing?
Not since the day he left.
How is she otherwise?
Well, let's see. Grades were in the toilet. It's a miracle she graduated from high school, and she doesn't have one friend without a pierced something. Thanks.
Yeah.
She told you she got into Juilliard, right?
No. Without playing?
They said they've been watching her since she was 5. Not that it matters. She says she's not going.
Well, she'll make the right decision.
I'm glad you're so sure.
She came on the film just months after losing her son. How is she now? Is she doing all right?
She's great. Kelly's she's a very strong woman, a very very, very impressive. And I think there were elements in the movie that were tricky and difficult for her, but she does a great job in it, and she's very cool. I really like her.
It's a hanky letter, this movie.
Yes, it is.
In general, but I'm curious.
Multi-hank.
She's got, she had those issues. Every parent has certain issues. How has being a dad? You have 3 daughters?
Yes, I do.
How's being a dad affected your work as an actor playing a dad?
Well, first of all, I'm a rock star having done this movie with Miley Cyrus. Okay, I mean, I'm set for years to come. But I don't know. This was a different kind of movie than I had ever done. I don't think I'd done this kind of film before, and it's nice to do a movie my kids can see. This makes up for me having started the Iraq War in the green zone, so I figure it was a nice counterbalance.
Equal time. Well, we look forward to it. Best of luck. Great to meet you.